I can so cook up the accounts that...
Lord Auditor, I would never discover the fraud. Or as Archbishop of Titipu, it would be my duty to denounce my dishonesty and to give myself into my own custody.
As First Commissioner of Police.
That's extremely awkward.
I don't say that all these distinguished people couldn't be squared, but it is right to tell you that they wouldn't be sufficiently degraded in their own estimation unless they were insulted with a very considerable bribe.
The matter shall have my careful consideration. But my bride and her sister's approach, and any little compliment on your part, such as an abject grovel in a characteristic Japanese attitude, would be esteemed a favor.
Attendance come, 3 little maids is a total song. 3 little maids from school.
That was the idea.
It seems odd, doesn't it?
It's rather peculiar. Oh, I expect it's all right. Must have a beginning, you know.
Well, of course, I know nothing about these things, but I've no objection if it's usual.
Oh, it's quite usual, I think. Lord Chamberlain?
I have not it done, yes.
Thank goodness that's over! Oh, why, that's giving you! Oh, I haven't seen you for ever so long!
Honey got engaged with Young-Yo's grandma, but she doesn't like it, and she'd ever so much rather it was you.
And
We met at school, but thank goodness that's all over now.
And we've come home for good, and we're not going back anymore!
I beg your pardon. Will you present me?
Oh, yes.
One at a time, if you please.
If you please, this is the gentleman who used to play so beautifully on the
Marine Parade.
Yes, I think that was the name of the instrument.
Sir, I have the misfortune to love your ward, Young-Young. Oh, I know I deserve your anger.
Anger? Not a bit, my boy. Why, I love her myself. Charming little girl, isn't she? Nice eyes, pretty hair, taking little thing altogether. Very glad to have my opinion backed by a competent authority. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Take him away.
I beg your pardon, but what is this? Customer come to try on?
That is a tremendous swear.
Go away, little girls. Can't talk to little girls like you. Go away, there's a dude.
Allow me to present you, Pooh-Bah. These are my 3 wards. The one in the middle is my bride-elect.
What do you want me to do to them, mind? I will not kiss them, no.
No, you shan't kiss them. A little bow, a mere nothing. You needn't mean it, you know.
It goes against the grain. They are not young ladies, they are young persons.
Come, there's a good nobleman.
Well, I shan't mean it.
How do you do, little girls? How do you do?
Conductor has my ancestors.
That was very good.
I see nothing to laugh at. It's very difficult for me to have to say, how do you do, little girls? How do you do to young persons? I'm not in the habit of saying, how do you do, little girls? How do you do to anybody under the rank of a stockbroker?
Don't laugh at him. He can't help it. He's under treatment for it, you know. Never mind them. They don't understand the delicacy of your position.
Do we know how delicate it is, don't we?
I should think we did. How a nobleman in your position can do it at all is a thing I never can, never shall understand.
So please, so we won't regret if we have failed in etiquette. Towards a better rank so high, we shall know better by and by.
But youth, of course, must have its fling, so pardon us, dear, pardon us.
And noting good Votava spring, be pardon us, if we're inclined to dance and sing tra-la-la-la-la-la. But youth, of course, must have its fling, so pardon us. And noting good Votava spring, be pardon us. And youth, of course, must have its fling, so pardon us. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la, 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 tra-la-la-la-la-la-la.
Cannot show too much respect. There was a highly titled few, but nobody does, and why should that view that us should have its flame is hard on us, to our prerogatives we cling. So pardon us, if we decline to dance and sing tra-la-la-la-la-la,
last we are alone. I have sought you night and day for 3 weeks in the belief that your guardian was beheaded. And I find that you're about to be married to him this afternoon.
Alas, yes.
But you do not love him.
Oh, alas, no.
Modified rapture. But why do you not refuse him?
What good would that do? He's my guardian, and he wouldn't let me marry you.
But I would wait until you were of age.
You forget that in Japan, girls do not reach the age of discretion until they are 50.
True. From 17 to 49 are considered years of indiscretion.
Besides, a wandering minstrel who plays a wind instrument outside tea houses, well, is hardly a fitting husband for the ward of a Lord High Executioner.
But shall I tell her? Yes, or she will not betray me. What if it should prove that, after all, I am no musician?
Oh, there, I was certain of it directly I heard you play.
What if it should prove that I am no other than the son of His Majesty, the Mikado?
Son? Oh, the son of the Mikado? But why is your Highness disguised? Oh, and what has your Highness done? Oh, and, oh, will your Highness promise never to do it again?
Some years ago, I had the misfortune to captivate Katisha, an elderly lady of my father's court. She misconstrued my customary affability into expressions of affection and claimed me in marriage under my father's law. My father, the Lucius Junius Brutus of his race, ordered me to marry her within a week or perish ignominiously on the scaffold. That night I fled his court, and assuming the disguise of a second trombone, I joined the band in which you found me when I had the pleasure of seeing you.
Oh, if you please, I think your Highness had better not come too near. The laws against flirting are excessively severe.
But we are quite alone, and nobody can see us.
Still, that don't make it right. To flirt is capital.
It is capital.
Oh, and we must obey the law.
Deuce take the law.
Oh, I wish it would, but it won't.
If it were not for that, how happy we might be.
Happy indeed.
If it were not for the law, we should now be sitting side by side, like that.
Instead of being obliged to sit half a mile off. Like that.
We should be gazing into each other's eyes, like that.
Breathing sighs of unutterable love. Like that.
With our arms round each other's waists, like that.
Oh, if it wasn't for the law.
If it wasn't for the law.
As it is, of course, we can't do anything of the kind.
Not for worlds.
Being engaged to KoKo, you know.
Being engaged to KoKo. Were you not to KoKo plighted, I would say in Tangaton, loved one, let us be united, let us be each other's own. I would merge our rank and station, worldly sneers are not for us, and to mark my admiration, I would kiss you fondly thus. I would kiss you fondly thus.
But as I'm engaged to KoKo, to embrace you must one forego. There's my baby, not Joko, and for yam I should get Toko.
Toko,
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 Toko, Toko.
So in spite of all temptation, such a thing I'll not discuss, and in no consideration will I kiss you fondly thus. Let me make this clear to you. This is what I'll never do. This is what I'll never do. This is what I'll never do.
He'll never do.
I'll never do.
He'll never do.
For this.
Is what I'll
There she goes! To think how entirely my future happiness is wrapped up in that little parcel. Really, it hardly seems worthwhile. Oh, matrimony! Now then, what is it? Can't you see I'm soliloquizing? You have interrupted an apostrophe, sir.
I am the bearer of a letter from His Majesty the Mikado.
A letter from the Mikado? What in the world can he have to say to me? Oh, here it is at last! I thought it would come sooner or later. The Mikado was struck by the fact that no executions have taken place at Titipu for a year, and he decrees that unless someone is beheaded within the month, the post of Lord High Executioner should be abolished, and the city reduced to the rank of a village.
Oh, but this will involve us all in irretrievable ruin.
Yes, there's no help for it. I must execute somebody at once. The only question is, who shall it be?
Well, it seems unkind to say so, but as you're already under the sentence of death for flirting, everything seems to point to you.
To me? What are you talking about? I can't execute myself.
And why not?
Why, because, in the first place, self-decapitation is an extremely difficult, not to say dangerous thing to attempt. And in the second, it's suicide. And suicide is a capital offense.
That is so, no doubt.
We might reserve that point.
True, it could be argued 6 months hence before the full court.
Besides, I don't see how a man can cut off his own head.
A man might try.
Yes.
Even if you only succeeded in cutting it half off.
Oh, that would be something.
No, pardon me, but there I am adamant. As official headsman, my reputation is at stake. And I can't consent to embark on a professional operation unless I see my way through to a successful result.
This professional conscientiousness is highly creditable to you, but it places us in a very awkward position.
My good sir, the awkwardness of your position is grace itself, compared to that of a man in the act of cutting off his own head.
Well, I am afraid that unless you can obtain a substitute...
A substitute? Oh, certainly. Nothing easier. Pooh-Bah, I appoint you Lord High Substitute.
I should be delighted. Such an appointment would realize my fondest dreams, but no, at any sacrifice, I must set bounds to my insatiable ambition.
I am so so proud if I allowed my family pride to be my guide. I'd volunteer to quit this sphere instead of you in a minute or two. But family pride must be denied and set aside and mortified and mortified.
My brain it teems with endless schemes, both good and new, for Titipu. But if I flit the benefit, then I diffuse the town with blues. So every man to aid his clan should plot and plan as best he can.
I heard one day a gentleman say that criminals who are cut in two can hardly feel the fatal steel, and so are slain without much pain. If this is true, it's jolly for you. Your cut is screwed to bitterness adieu.
I am so proud.
My brain of deeds.
I heard
My
when they
family pride
who are cut in two can hardly feel the fatal steel, and so are slain without much pain. If this is jolly for you, your cut is screwed to bitterness adieu.
And so, although I'm ready to go, yet recollect to a disrespected I neglect to thus effect this aim direct, so I object.
And so, although I wish to go, and greatly pine to brightly shine, and take the line of hero fine with grief condign, I must decline.
And go and show both friend and foe how much you dare. I'm quite aware it's your affair, yet I declare I take your share, but I don't much care.
I must,
So I
I
object.
take your share, but I don't. So I take your share, but I don't.
So I
I take
object.
your share, but I don't. So I much care, I don't much care, I don't much care.
To sit in solemn silence in a dull, dark dock, in a pestilential prison with a lifelong lock, awaiting the sensation of a short, sharp shock from the cheap and chippy chopper on a big black block. To sit in solemn silence in a dull, dark dock, in a pestilential prison with a lifelong lock, awaiting the sensation of a short, sharp shock from a cheap and chippy chopper on a big black block. A dull, dark dock, a lifelong lock, a short, sharp shock, a big black block. To sit in solemn silence in a pestilential prison while awaiting the sensation from a cheap and chippy chopper on a big black appalling. I, who allowed myself to be respited at the last moment, simply in order to benefit my native town, am now required to die in a month, and that by a man whom I have loaded with honors? Is this public gratitude? Is this... Go away, sir. How dare you? Am I never to be permitted to soliloquize?
Oh, go on, don't mind me.
What are you going to do with that rope?
I'm about to terminate an unendurable existence.
Terminate your existence? Oh, nonsense. What for?
Because you are going to marry the girl I adore.
Nonsense, sir. I shan't permit it. I am a humane man, and if you attempt anything of the sort, I shall order your instant arrest. Come, sir. Desist at once, or I summon my guard.
That's absurd. If you attempt to raise an alarm, I instantly perform the happy dispatch with his dagger.
Oh, no, this is terrible! Why, you cold-blooded scoundrel! Are you aware that in taking your own life, you are committing a crime which... Substitute.
What's the matter?
Is it absolutely certain you're resolved to die?
Absolutely.
Will nothing whatever shake your resolution?
Nothing.
Threats, entreaties, prayers, all useless?
All. My mind is made up.
Well, if you really mean what you say, and you're absolutely resolved to die, and nothing whatever will spoil your constitution, don't spoil yourself by committing suicide, but be beheaded handsomely at the hand of the public executioner.
I don't see how that would benefit me.
You don't. Observe. You'll have a month to live, and you'll live like a fighting cock at my expense. When the day arrives, there'll be a grand public ceremonial. You'll be the central figure. No one would dare deprive you of that distinction. There'll be a parade, bands, dead march, bells tolling, all the girls in tears, Yum-Yum distracted. Then, when it's over, general rejoicings and a display of fireworks in the evening. You won't see them, but they'll be there just the same.
Do you think Yum-Yum would really be distracted at my death?
Oh, I'm convinced of it. Bless you, she's the most tender-hearted little creature alive.
I should be sorry to cause her pain. Perhaps, after all, if I were to withdraw from Japan and travel in Europe for a couple of years, I might contrive to forget her.
Oh, I don't think you could forget Yum-Yum so easily. And after all, what's more miserable than a love-blighted life?
True.
Life without Yum-Yum. Why, it seems absurd.
And yet, there are a good many people in the world who have to endure it.
Poor devils, yes. You are right not to be of their number.
I won't be of their number.
Noble fellow.
I'll tell you how we'll manage it. Let me marry Yum-Yum tomorrow, and in a month you may behead me.
No. I draw the line at Yum-Yum.
Very good. If you can draw the line, then so can I.
Stop. Be reasonable. Listen one moment. How can I consent to your marrying Yum-Yum if I'm going to marry her?
My good friend, she'll be a widow in a month, and you could marry her then.
That's true, of course. I quite see that. But dear me, my position during the next month would be most unpleasant. Most unpleasant.
Not half so unpleasant as mine at the end of it.
But, oh, dear me. Well, I agree. After all, it's only putting off my wedding for a month. But you won't prejudice her against me, will you? You see, I've educated her to be my wife. She's been taught to regard me as a wise and good man, and I shouldn't like her views on that point disturbed.
Trust me, she shall never learn the truth from me.
What's your name?
With aspect stern and gloomy stride, we come to learn how you decide. Don't hesitate, your choice to name. A dreadful fate you'll suffer all the same. A dreadful fate you'll suffer all the same.
To ask you what you mean to do, we punctually appear.
Congratulate me, gentlemen. I found a volunteer.
The Japanese equivalent of here.
'Tis Nanki-Poo.
Hail Nanki-Poo.
I think he'll do.
Yes, he'll do.
He yields his life if I'll Yum-Yum surrender. Now I adore that girl with passion tender, and would not yield her with a ready will, or her a lot, if I did not adore myself with passion tender still. With passion tender still.
Oh, yes, he loves himself with passion tender still.
Take her. She's yours.
certain cloud has passed away.
The shades are dawning free.
Though the night may come too soon,
Still a month of afternoon.
Then let the throng of joy advance with laughing song and merry dance. Then let the throng of joy advance with laughing song and merry dance. With laughing song and merry dance. With laughing song. With joyous shout and ringing cheer. Inaugurate every quarter. Joyous shout and ringing cheer.
Tide comes much too soon.
Leave at least a honeymoon.
Then let the throng of joy advance with laughing song and merry dance. Then let the throng of joy advance with laughing song and merry dance. With laughing song and merry dance. With laughing song. With joyous shout and ringing cheer. Inaugurate every quarter. Joyous shout and ringing cheer.
As in a month you've got to die if KoKo tells us true. 'Twere empty compliment to cry long life to Nanki-Poo. But as you have 1 month to live as fellow citizen, this toast with 3 times 3 will give long life. Long life to you. Long life to you. Long life to you. Till then.
Your rebels cease, assist me, all of you.
But who is this whose evil lies ring large above their liberties?
I claim my perjured lover, Nanki-Poo. A fool to shun delights that never cloy.
Like any work undone,
Come back, poor shallow fool, come back to joy.
away, ill-favored one.
Ah, 'tis Katisha, the maid of whom I told you.
No, you shall not go, these arms shall thus enfold you. O fool that fleest my hallowed joys, O blind that seest no equipoise, O rush that judges from half the whole, O base that grudges love's lightest toll, thy heart unbind, O fool, O blind, give me my place, O rash, O base, thy heart and mind, give me my place, O fool, O blind, O rash, O base, thy heart unbind, give me my place.
If she's thy bride, restore her place. O fool, O blind, O rash, O base.
They take the cruelest where wisdom serves, but I the fullest heroic nerves. Rose lip that scorn has lied in years, smooth tongue that warnest who rightly fears. I do